Hey everyone, can you hear me? All right. Hey everybody, happy Passover, happy Easter. My name is David Katz-Nelson. I'm the CEO of Reboot, and I wanted to first say that I hope you're all safe and healthy, or getting safer and healthier. And these are truly crazy times that we're living in, isn't it? In Grand Reboot style of working with the best of today's artists to celebrate Jewish traditions, we've decided to put together this Passover concert. The themes of Passover, of slavery, of freedom, of plagues, are themes that so resonate with our current reality. And these are also themes that have worked their way into music from the first written note. So why not pull up a seat next to your warm technology device, pour yourself a glass of grape juice, wine, or Slivovitz. I'm drinking some Serbian Yabega right now. Turn the volume up loud and relax for the next hour. At Reboot, we're putting together many events like this one. If you're interested in finding out more, please feel free to visit our website at www.rebooters.net. And I just want to thank the four artists that you're about to hear from for putting this whole thing together with us. So without further ado, let me introduce to you to the four musicians who are going to take their way, zoom their way into your world for the next hour. Jeremiah Lockwood, a Jewish mystic and Sway Machinery founder. Former Grambler, North Carolinian via Nashville, Tennessee, Chartreuse, Nicki Bluhm. Zach Rogue, singer, songwriter, Rogue Wave frontman, and son of Mud Boy himself, North Mississippi All-Star, Luther Dickinson. May we all be more free. World Boogie is coming.
Oh, hey there, everybody. Can you all hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to set things off today. Well, we're in quite a predicament. You know, it's the Festival of Liberation, and we're all in our homes, and we can't be with necessarily the ones we want to be with. We can't be with the ones who we love the most in this world sometimes. But, you know, we can find each other through song. We can find joy and liberation through music. And so I'm going to take a leaf from the page of Reverend Gary Davis, who's one of my heroes, and bring the proceedings to a start with his song, Let Us Get Together. All right. All right. Now we're going to hand it off.
Jeremiah, that was beautiful. Hey everybody, I'm Nicki. With me is Jesse Wilson. I got lucky and got quarantined with a musician and engineer. He's helping me with sound and all that today, and he's going to play a little bit too. Happy Passover, happy Easter. We're feeling grateful. We got groceries this morning, and we'd been waiting about a week on that, so I hope that you guys have full fridges and pantries too. We're going to start with a song that I wrote that has sort of just changed meaning over the course of time. I wrote it after all the travel bans that were happening, and I was at a show at Terrapin Crossroads playing with Phil Lesh and was on the stage and was looking out at the crowd and was feeling so grateful for the community of musicians and music lovers who come together and gather for music. And despite all of the craziness in the world, I knew that music was always something we could come back to, and now it's just taken on a whole nother meaning. So it's called Remember Love Wins, and it goes out to all of you today. The roots of each tree, of each family, began in the soil overseas. And the sun that shone down, bringing life to us all, is the same sun above you and me. And the hopes of our mothers and fathers are the same hopes we have for our kids. To give a better life, endure sacrifice, to have all the things we never did. Don't call me a hippie just 'cause I want peace. Try imagining his song came true. With nothing to kill or to die for a moment, consider this view. Don't say my heart's bleeding 'cause I empathize, or suggest that my message is skewed. Is it crazy to think we could see eye to eye? After all, I'm just human like you. And who can deny a pink sunset, or the clouds as they move across the sky? A breath of fresh air, clean water to share. We all need these things to survive. So don't call me a hippie just 'cause I want peace. Try imagining his song came true. Oh, with nothing to kill or to die for a moment, consider this view. And don't say my heart's bleeding 'cause I empathize, or suggest that my message is skewed. Is it crazy to think we could see eye to eye? After all, I'm just human like you. Well, this carousel keeps on turning, and it's over before it begins. When hatred and fear is all that you hear, just remember that love always wins. Oh, don't call me a hippie just 'cause I want peace. Try imagining his song came true. Oh, with nothing to kill or to die for a moment, consider this view. And don't say my heart's bleeding 'cause I empathize, or suggest that my message is skewed. Is it crazy to think we could see eye to eye? After all, I'm just human like you. After all, I am 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 just human like you. And just before I pass it over, I wanted to let y'all know I have about 10 of these on vinyl. That's this song, Remember Love Wins. This is a beautiful artwork by Phil Smart. And yeah, it's vinyl. So if you spin stuff, you can get it at nickibluhm.com. I think Zach is up. My fellow San Franciscan, fellow Bay Area, and I'm drinking Anchor Steam because I miss it so much there. I miss home. I'm in Nashville now. But I'm going to pass it over to Zach.
Hi, everybody. I hope everybody is, like everyone's been saying, like Dave said, I hope everyone's safe and healthy and as stress-free as possible. I know everyone's going through, strangely, the same thing at the same time, which seems rather unprecedented. When I was thinking about songs that I wanted to do today, I was thinking that it would be best for me anyway to try to do songs that come from other people, to try and find the wisdom that others have. The first song I want to do today comes from one of the most insightful people I know, and it's a song about feeling like you don't quite understand, you feel really outside of things. This song, I think, can be reinterpreted for the time that we're in right now. It's the Neil Young song called Human Highway. And I think, you know, sometimes as a musician, I feel like an alien in society. And right now I feel like, you know, the song about coming down from the misty mountains and this safe bubble of your home, and leaving outside, you feel really naked and alone and afraid, and trying to understand and make sense of the world a little bit. So anyway, I've also noticed this is the third song in a row of us that's in G. So I don't know what's going on with, we've got positive similar G vibes going on. So I don't know what Luther's got planned, but maybe try and switch it to G just to keep it. We'll see how good we can, see if you can change it. I can see you. Okay. All right. So Human Highway, Neil Young. And I think I'm just going to take these off for a minute, but I'll put them back on before I finish up. I come down from the misty mountain, and I got lost on the human highway. Take my hand, refreshing fountain. Take my eyes from what they've seen. Take my hand and change my mind. How could people get so unkind? I come down from the crooked mansion, and I went looking for the DJ's daughter. Since that day, I heard it mentioned that my name is on the line. Now my name is on the line. How could people get so unkind? Woo! Now my name is on the line. How could people get so unkind? I come down from the misty mountain, and I got lost on the human highway.
take my hand, refreshing fountain. Take my eyes from what they've seen. Take my hand, change my mind. How could people get so unkind?
All right. Luther, do it up.
All right. Greetings, everybody. Just learned from the great Mavis Staples, one of the great living legends and heroes. We mentioned Phil Lesh, another great teacher and living legend. And I want to send this song out to those two guys and both Phil and Mavis are 80 now. Happy birthday, Phil. And that generation, the freedom fighters that paved the way so many ways for us. You know, I hold them in my heart every day and every time I pick up my guitar. And so all the loved ones of all ages, let's keep on marching. Can you hear me? All right. Marching up Freedom Highway, keep on marching each and every day. March up Freedom Highway, keep on marching each and every day. Made up my mind, and I won't turn around. Made up my mind, and I won't turn around. There is just one thing that I can't understand, my friends. Why some folks think freedom is not designed for all men. There are so many people living their lives perplexed, wondering in their minds what's gonna happen next. March up freedom's highway, keep on marching each and every day. Yeah, we're all marching up freedom's highway, keep on marching each and every day. Made up my mind, and I won't turn around. Made up my mind, and I won't turn around. Well, I found dead people in the forest, the Tallahatchie River and lakes. The whole wide world they're wondering what's wrong with the United States. Yes, we want peace if it can be found. Stay on Freedom Highway, not gonna turn around. Do you think I voted for the right man? Said we would overcome. Stay on Freedom Highway until the old day is done. We're gonna march on Freedom's Highway, keep on marching each and every day. Keep on marching on Freedom Highway, keep on marching each and every day. All right. Let's keep on keeping on, everybody. Keep the faith, keep the beat. Make some love to one another. Thank y'all. Jeremiah, my brother.
Well, wow, that was lovely. Man, I loved hearing all three of those songs. Thank you, Zach and Nicki and Luther. Man, this sounds so good. I feel better already. All right, I'm gonna play another song now. I'm gonna sort of do a little medley. So this one is on the theme of freedom and of getting free, because it's not something that happens all at once. It's a process we're working on all our lives. So I'm going to start with a song that comes out of, the period after liberation in the United States of enslaved peoples. This is called "How Did You Feel When You Came Out the Wilderness?" And it's the song of the great rejoicing and the mourning of what could have been and the promise of what can come. And then, so I'm going to sort of segue from that one into a old Hasidic song on a little prayer text that says sort of the same thing, but in liturgical Hebrew. So it's Mi Mitzrayim Galtanu. From Egypt you took us. You made us free. So we're gonna work on this one for a minute. All right. How do you feel? Okay. How did you feel when you come out the wilderness? How did you feel when you come out the wilderness? How did you feel when you come out the wilderness? Waiting on the Lord. Did you feel like trying when you come out the wilderness? Feel like trying when you come out the wilderness? Feel like trying when you come out the wilderness? Waiting on the Lord. Laughing when you come out the wilderness? Did you feel like laughing when you come out the wilderness? Feel like laughing when you come out the wilderness? Waiting on the Lord. Hand it back now over to Nicki. All right, here we go.
Wow, that was beautiful, Jeremiah. I hope my mom is watching because I think she would really appreciate that. I would love to do a song now for you that I learned from my friend Sarah Siskind. She's an incredible songwriter, and she now lives in Brevard. But I met her through the infamous String Dusters, who are an incredible bluegrass band that I used to tour with. And we were at their festival called Festi. And they have a Sunday morning set of music where they strip down to acoustic, and a lot of people get to play all kinds of different songs. And I went to listen that Sunday morning years ago in the mountains of Virginia, and I walked up just as Sarah was playing this song, and I just was flooded with emotion and tears and joy, and I just fell in love with this song. So I wanted to share it with y'all. And if you are in the mountains right now and you're enjoying the snow or nature or whatever, I'm so happy for you. We are virtually enjoying the mountains. My friend Lindsay Ross is an incredible photographer. She took this picture here. So we're just under the Teton Mountains, and we're gonna close our eyes and imagine that we are in that mountain air. In the mountains, I am tending to my heart. I go walking with the stars. In the mountains, I feel closer to the sky. I'm an eagle, not a sparrow, in the mountains, out of sight. In the mountains, I can let my burdens go. I go walking in the snow. In the mountains, I feel closer to God. I'm a shepherd, not a soldier, in the mountains, out of sight. But if you can find me, you can sit down beside me. But don't forsake me, for I am so happy. In the mountains, a lovely song by Sarah Siskind. Check her out, she's amazing. And now I'm gonna pass it over to Zach. This is so much fun.
I know. It feels like we're like sort of at some kind of cool summer camp together. That sounded really good, by the way. I could hear the bottom end of the whirly in the background, and everything sounded pristine and perfect. I've been told that on the last song I was doing that the guitar was sounding a little thin. I've switched guitars. I'm hoping this will sound a little bit better than the one before if you hear the guitar. So keeping along with what I was talking about before about trying to find wisdom from others during times when we feel helpless, and trying to find strength and guidance and kind of question our beliefs. I decided to do you always feel a little nervous about playing some of your all-time favorite songs. That's always kind of dangerous territory, but you know, we're in extreme times these days, and I was trying to think about songs I wanted to do for this, and I was sitting in my garage and I was like, man, this song seems so topical right now. I kind of have to do it. And I know Dave Katz-Nelson, this song is really meaningful to him as well. He's got a really deep relationship with this band. But this song to me has so much wisdom within it. It asks kind of just as many questions of us as it may answer. But a lot of it's just about kind of strength and holding on during times when you feel like you really need it the most. So this is a song by a band called the Flaming Lips, and it's called Waiting for Superman. So it's I'm going to take these headphones off again. Hope the guitar is audible. Hope it sounds okay. And if not, just imagine if it did.
Asked you a question. I didn't need you to reply. Is it getting heavy? But they'll realize, 'cause it's getting heavy. Well, I thought it was already as heavy as can be. Is it overwhelming to use a crane to crush a fly? It's a good time for Superman to lift the sun into the sky. 'Cause it's getting heavy. Well, I thought it was already as heavy as can be. Tell everybody waiting for Superman that they should try to hold on the best they can. He hasn't dropped them, forgot them, or anything. It's just too heavy for Superman to lift. Do, do, do. try to hold on the best they can. He hasn't dropped them or forgot them or anything. It's just too heavy for Superman to bear.
All right.
That was beautiful, man. God, what a song. Yeah, this is my first time doing an internet music trip. And I was reluctant to do it because what I love about music is playing with other musicians and with other people. And I didn't think that it would feel right just doing it by myself. But listening to you guys, I want to thank you so much because, man, it just fills my heart. It feels so good. Just goosebumps. And I'm playing and singing and dancing along with you guys just like I was sitting in on your gig. This is fantastic. I want to thank all you guys for making me feel so much right now. This is old song I learned from Mississippi Fred McDowell back from my neighborhood. Yeah, people, you a lamp, trembling, people, you a lamp, trembling, people, you a lamp, trembling. See what the Lord has done, brother, don't be worried, brother, don't be hurried, brother, don't be worried. See what the Lord has done. Well, here I stand with folded arms. Here I stand with folded arms. Here I stand with folded arms. See what the Lord has done, brother. Don't be worried, sister. Don't be hurried, brother. Don't be worried. See what the Lord has Mother, don't be worried. See what the Lord has done. All right, Brother Jeremiah.
All right. Oh, I like that, man. That was beautiful. See what the Lord has done. Yeah. Oh, it's one of my favorite songs, Luther. Thank you for playing that so beautifully. All right. All right, I'm going to go I'm gonna play. I'm gonna do another piece from the Passover liturgy traditions. This is gonna be the prayer for dew, which is this time of year. People start thinking about how you need the 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 rains to come down, the spring rains to feed the crops, feed the earth. And so in ancient times they believed that there were waters above in heaven, but also waters below in the earth, and that the two primordial sources of life-giving water had to meet each other. They had to be open to each other in order for life on earth to continue. And so this prayer kind of duplicates that ancient way of thinking and brings it into kind of the language of mysticism, where we have to open our hearts in order to let that force, that life-giving force, we have to mirror it in ourselves. And so I think probably we can feel that more than ever right now. We're at a time when we know that obviously we need the blessing to come that's going to free us, that's going to help us with health and life. But we can also we can curse ourselves, when we're in a time of harshness and darkness too. So we're going to find that place inside ourselves, and of course music is a key part of creating that opening. All right, so I'm gonna sing this now. This is the opening of Tefillas Tal, the prayer for dew, for the spring waters to come and refresh us. All right.
Wow, Jeremiah, that was beautiful. That was
amazing.
really special. I am feeling very grateful to be in this company. Wow. I love what you were saying about the water from heaven and earth. It is raining here like crazy in Nashville. And actually, one of my trees got downed last night. Don't worry, Dad, the arborists are coming. Or we're going to get a chainsaw or something. But it feels really real here in Nashville. Luther, I think you're in Nashville too, but we had a tornado March 2nd that kind of parlayed into this pandemic, and it's just been sort of like this whirlwind of reality. And it's actually feels really beautiful to be sitting in here right now and hear the rain coming down. We actually contemplated opening the window so you could hear the rain, but we weren't sure. We didn't sound check the rain, so we didn't want to risk it. But I want to play a song off of my most recent full-length record called To Rise You Gotta Fall. It looks like this. Sorry that I'm plugging, it's just like the merch table is here now, so that's what we do. Welcome to the merch table. But this is a record I made in Memphis, and it's available at nickibluhm.com. And it's basically like, as humans and as people, we oscillate. We have real down in the dumps times, and we have to get real down in order to come back up. And the whole record is really that sentiment. So we're going to play the title track called To Rise You Gotta Fall. I want to say thanks again to Jesse Wilson here. He usually plays bass in the band of Heathens, but he's playing keys and guitar and everything else with me. So thanks, Jesse.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
All right, let's try this one here.
Oh, I've been sitting on the porch this morning, just a strumming and a smoking green, thinking about the highs and lows between now and when I was 18. When you walk into the garden gate, you're bound to get bit by a snake. Guess you don't know love without a little heartache. How can you know good till you know better? If you're looking for love, get ready to get hurt. You can't win no more, and to rise you gotta fall. So I went down to Salinas to find work and to clear my head. Got a job as a hired hand when the harvest time came near. But the dirt went dust and the crops dried out. If you don't get to market, there's no payout. Guess you don't praise the rain until you had a drought. How can you know good till you know better? You're gonna find pain on your way to pleasure. Oh, but it's the bumpy roads that lead you where you need to go. Oh, and bring you home. Come on, Jess. So I went looking for some perspective, and I knocked on my mama's door. My heart was filled with sorrow, and I collapsed right there on the floor. She said, girl, you best not cry any longer. Life is cruel and it just gets harder, but what doesn't kill you makes your story longer. Oh, she said, how can you know good until you know better? Oh, you're gonna find pain on your way to pleasure. Oh, life's a hurricane, but the magic's what remains. Ooh, ain't no rainbow without a little rain. Oh, how can you know good until you know better? Tell me, if I knew I'd know, now I'd write me a letter saying you can't win them all, and to rise you gotta fall. Ooh, yeah, to rise you gotta fall. To rise you got to 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 fall. To rise. All right, passing it on to Zach. I like the thumbs up, y'all. And hey to everybody.
I just got to say, I was taking over a lot of Jesse's solos for him back here. I was doing a lot of those over you. We were dueling. You didn't even know. And
Thank you.
Dueling guitars, I love it.
I could feel it.
I've taken a little sabbatical off music for like a large part of the last year, and doing this right now has made me realize how much I miss it and connecting. And actually, in hearing you, Nicki, you were doing that song before, it reminds me of I think maybe like the first time I met you. We were doing, I'm trying to remember what it was we were doing. It was some kind of a benefit, or it was a thing where different artists were playing. And I remember I was walking down this hallway, and you were with your band in your dressing room, and you somehow saw me out of the corner of your eye. You're like, "Hey, Zach, come in here." And you like pulled me into the room, and you were invited me to do the vocal warm-ups with your band. And I was like, I didn't know it, everyone in the band. I'm very private when I do that stuff because it's really embarrassing to me when I do my vocal warm-ups. But anyway, I was like, this is what it is. This is what music is. This is bringing people together and welcoming them into your own world. And I just thought, and it was a nothing thing, but it was a gesture that I feel like is the whole point of why we play music and why we share music together and how we're supposed to treat each other in this little musical world that we are lucky enough to share. So that was cool. And I always knew you were an awesome person ever since that whenever it was. So anyway, thank you.
Yeah.
And so actually that's connected to the song I'm going to do next. I'm feeling super pretentious about choosing this song, but I'm doing it anyway. And the whole song, it kind of, the song kind of literally is about the freedom you can get by starting a band. And as you get older, that desire and that hunger to be part of music and the way it frees you, it never really goes away. It's always kind of with you all the time. And no matter where, when you are. And so so I think initially the song is about the freedom of being in a band and how good that can feel. But I think it's a larger thing, especially in the context we're speaking about right now in terms of this holiday, whether it's Passover, Easter. It's about finding strength and finding the things that make you feel free and make you feel really alive and connected to the world. And for some people, that's playing in a band and making a lot of noise in your garage or by yourself, whatever, with the band, with otherwise. And people find that freedom through other forms of art. For me, it's always been since I was making my neighbors mad in my parents in my house, growing up, making a lot of noise. but anyway, it's freedom through artistic expression. So I'm gonna play this song. It's by the Boss, and I'm probably gonna mess up the lyrics, but that's okay. It's called "No Surrender" by Bruce Springsteen. So, yeah. Actually, wait, before I do, I'm gonna take these cumbersome headphones off. Sorry. All right.
Well, we busted out of class, had to get away from those fools. We learned more from a 3-minute record, baby, than we ever learned in school. Tonight I hear the neighborhood drama sound. I can feel my heart begin to pound. You say you're tired and you just want to close your eyes and follow your dreams down. Well, we made a promise, swore we'd always remember. No retreat, baby, no surrender. Like soldiers in the winter's night with a vow to defend. No retreat, baby, no surrender. Well, now young faces grow sad and old, and hearts of fire grow cold. We swore blood brothers against the wind. Now I'm ready to grow young again and hear your sister's voice calling us home across the open yard. Well, maybe we can cut some place of our own with these drums and these guitars like this. Well, we made a promise, swore we'd always remember. No retreat, baby, no surrender. Blood brothers in the stormy night with a vow to defend. No retreat, baby, no surrender. Yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Well, now on the streets tonight. Well, now on the streets tonight, the lights grow dim. The walls of my room are closing in. There's a war outside still raging. You say it ain't ours anymore to win. I want to sleep beneath peaceful skies in my lover's bed, with the wide open country in my eyes and these romantic dreams in my head. 'Cause we made a promise, swore we'd always remember. No retreat, baby, no surrender. Blood brothers in the stormy night with a vow to defend. No retreat, baby, no surrender. No retreat, baby, no surrender.
No surrender. All right.
Yeah. Well said. 2020, man. Wow. I made a resolution to do more dancing this year. I've been missing out all these years. And, it makes me think that, I want to say to everyone that your mood is contagious, It's like, even if you're by yourself, if you feel up, you wake up and you're blue, if you just, music will help, put on a good tune and get up and shake it around a little bit. And you can even cheer yourself up. And Lord knows you can cheer up the people you're with, like if you're stressed out or if you're sad, you owe it to your other people to, or if your other people are stressed out or sad, it's like we can still be happy and be positive and radiate that, because if we feed off each other, You know, you can spiral, but you can spiral upwards too. And a dance party is a great way to get it down. And you know, get some sleep, get some sunshine, get some dance, get some dirt on your fingernails. That's what I've been working on. When it comes to, I also believe that music is a realm. It's my belief that music is a realm in which you can commune with your loved ones in your heart that aren't with you. You know, and that'd be that my father, my grandmother, or my mom in Mississippi, or my kids upstairs trying to be quiet. You know, when I'm playing music, part of me is trying to get some booty shaking going on, but part of me is thinking back to my loved ones that I'm not around. And, you know, I think it's wonderful, even if we all just share playlists and listen to the same music or do this. This has been so wonderful. I cannot express how emotional this experience has been, just to play music with other people. Thank you guys so much. Take care of one another, y'all, and be kind. I woke up one morning thinking about Buddy Guy, another, he's over 80, another American hero. And I wrote this for Buddy Guy, and Buddy Guy's probably never heard it, but the Blind Boys of Alabama sang it, and that, wow, man. It's funny being, I'm 47 now, and have so many heroes and collaborators and teachers in their 80s and 70s and 80s, and then also so much young talent, the youth. You know, it's so inspirational. It's a beautiful time. So once again, this goes out to all the freedom fighters and all the love makers. Look back at the crossroads, seen in our grandfather's times. A lot of changes come and gone. Are we any more wise? Maybe one hollow makes one more. Pray for peace, it's a prayer for peace. Pray for peace, it's a prayer for peace. And I hate to think our grandmothers would be broken hearted to see their children's children right back where it started. Maybe one a hollow, it makes one a moan. Pray for peace, it's a prayer for peace. Pray for peace, it's a, the sun just came out. Yeah. Thank heavens for a change I've seen in my lifetime. Our children are teaching us to be ever more colorblind. Colorblind, colorblind, colorblind. Wish we could be colorblind. Colorblind, colorblind, colorblind. Wish we could be colorblind. Colorblind, colorblind. Wish we could be colorblind. Colorblind, colorblind, colorblind. Wish we could be colorblind. We got something special for you guys. Zach, take it home for us, brother.
All right, that was so joyous. I wanted that song to go on for like 15 minutes. Yeah, that was so good. I love the sun came out right when you were doing it. That's the best, man. That's the best. So I want to, first of all, I want to thank Reboot. I want to thank Gnome and Mr. David Katz-Nelson, everyone on the Reboot side for putting this thing together. Such a great organization. Feel lucky to know so many of the people that are involved. Just the good people crew. So sweet and thoughtful and smart, and we need people like that in this world. So thanks for inviting us, and what a gift to play with these amazing musicians. They make me feel very insecure about my guitar skills, but guys are rippers, everybody, and so cool. So just want to say we're doing one more song here. So the reason why this song was chosen, and Jeremiah and Luther and Nicki agreed to be part of this. We wanted to do something where we could collaborate together on a song, and we knew we couldn't do it in the live setting, so we decided to do one earlier today, a little last night, and today, using this app that wasn't always helpful, but I think it got the job done, I think. So the reason why we chose the song is a song written by Bob Dylan, and the reason why I love it so much is when I was about, I think, 8 or 9 years old, my dad took me to this the brewery in Larkspur Landing. There's like a that brew pub that's I think still there, Marin Brew, whatever. So I went there with my dad, and I remember I was young because I remember he ordered beer battered onion rings, and I was like I'm eating beer, right? Like I couldn't believe I was eating beer. So I know I was really young. Anyway, there was a live band playing. And it's the first time I'd ever really seen a live band perform before. And it's like a bar band, and they were playing covers. They did another one, Bites the Dust by Queen. They were doing all these songs. And then they played this song. And they played this, it's the version that the band played. It's I Shall Be Released. And they played this song. And I remember even at that age, the song blew my mind. I'd never heard it. And then I wanted to find out, who did it afterwards. But it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever heard. It totally moved me, even at that age. And I knew, seeing these guys play this song with such beauty and what the song is about. And it's topical. It's about struggle and justice and wanting freedom. And the song spoke to me in a way that I don't know if any song even has since then. It really told me that I knew when I heard that song that I needed to be part of music. I needed to be conveying emotion in the way that those guys, these dudes in this bar band in the Marin Brewery, were killing this song. And I wish I had a time machine to go back and hear it again, but I can't. But the best thing we can do is keep playing that song. It's a timeless song. It's called I Shall Be Released. And thank you, Nicki, Luther, Jeremiah, for joining me on the song, and that we could do it together. And I'd love to do another song with you guys someday. So that'd be really cool. So thanks again for including us. Thanks everybody who listened and sent messages and is part of this. And that's trying to make do with the crazy situation we're in. I hope everybody stays healthy and we get through this together. So here's the song. Take it away.
They say everything can be replaced. They say every distance is not near. So I remember everything.
next to me in this lonely crowd is a man who swears he's not to blame. All day long I hear him shout so loud, crying out that he was afraid.